What's going on, everybody? We are back again. We got another Gym Gem fitness review for you out here in Grants, New Mexico. Now, this is in between Albuquerque and Gallup, New Mexico, which is on the Arizona border. We have done Cowboy Iron Gym out in Gallup, so we are going to stop in Grants and check out T-Bone's Gym. So this looks like an old school gym, at least from the pictures. So let's give it a go, see what this looks like. So we got a wide open space out here, guys. Grants, New Mexico, T-Bone's Gym. Let's give it a go. All right, guys and girls, welcome to T-Bone's Gym. The owner's right over here. Her and her husband, she's a bodybuilder, and her husband has done a competition as a cop out here in Grants. So over here we got the front lobby. They've got their pre-workouts, their drinks, their post-workouts. We got plenty of bodybuilding pictures on the wall, and our merch section, T-Bone's Gym. So they got some t-shirts, all different colors, it looks like. These just look like plain shirts, tanks and tees, and then some other tanks and tees, sports stuff, sportswear, some bags, and then shorts, some fun stuff, tights. So kind of just a whole generalized merch fitness section over here on the left-hand side. When you walk in, day passes are only $10, super convenient. And then you've got some of the supplements for your food, your protein, cookies, protein bars, your pre-workouts, your whey protein. Down here at the bottom, the Insane Labs brand for your pre and post and your recovery stuff. So fun options. You got, again, merch and sups up front. And then that takes us into the gym. We have old school pieces, guys. Look at these chest pec deck flies. Look at these old school weights. I know I was talking with the owner. She said her father had started this gym back in the day and then sold it to her. So there's a lot of cool old school pieces in here that are still functioning. We got this seated shoulder press, your seated chest press, and I don't even know the brands. Samson, the Samson brand. You do not see many Samson pieces in gyms often today. So we got our Flex Fitness pieces. You've got the old school lat pull down, the wooden platforms in the bottom, those round circle seats. That is some old school stuff right here. Awesome vibe to this gym. They got their seated cable, which is on the chain, not even the cable. These are old school pieces, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome to see. It's like vintage retro type old school fun pieces. So this is a assisted dip and lat pull down with a kneeling pad, which I've not seen because that's an old school piece. You've got a cool angle for your row right here. Okay, it's a nice little piece. And then you have just a wide variety. So if we walk you around again, we're going to take you down to dumbbell section. Over here on the left hand side, you've got your benches, incline, flat, and decline. You've got some fun bench pieces like that for your leaning rows. They got your isolated bicep concentration band that you can use. Old school steel metal dumbbells going up to 100 over here, and then we got the other ones that are gonna go all the way up to 150. All right, so big boys can play. We got 150 dumbbells. There's a little cable machine over here in the corner, and then you've got your preacher curl. We got some of the calibrated plates, or the bumper plates, it looks like. This is an old school preacher curl right here. Those are steel plates, not bumper plates. Sorry. So old school straight bar right across for your preacher curl. They've got a leaning back row. You've got the old school easy curl bars right over here. Some of the newer ones with the grips. And then you have another cable machine, their main multi-purpose cable machine right here. Nice and easy. All your attachments that you need. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. They got some cool pieces, some thick grips, some landmine type grip row, some interesting pieces of the design. And then that's going to be in the middle section area. We got our legs, so leg extensions, some Icarian machines, maybe a couple Cybex machines. And then this back corner, again, it's going to be some arms. So it's a straight preacher curl. We got another preacher curl. You've got a leg press, and then another leg press, Paramount leg press. I've not seen Paramount leg pieces. That's interesting. So we have another old school piece right here. You've got the chains. It's the chain for your calf raises. It looks like, man, these are just vintage, guys. Super cool vibe out here. You got an incline kind of Smith machine. You get your hammies on this side, lying and seated. You've got an interesting design right here for Smith machine. And then this piece is awesome. The angle, it's kind of like a Smith machine, but you can see it doesn't go just straight up and down. It's like the bar moves. I don't know how to explain it, but we hit shoulders on it, and it was humbling. You've got your vertical leg press, old school, not even a pad, just a piece of wood right up here for your feet. And then a squat rack over here against the wall. Your shoulder presses and your chest over here. And then again, the legs are going to be on the back wall for more of the heavy stuff. Your Bear design, not heard of the Bear brand, but that is a chain loaded piece. Again, this is an interestingly deep vertical leg press, kind of incline leg press. I've not seen that one. And then your big boy, that looks like a new piece of equipment, a unilateral leg press. And then we've got your kind of hack squat presses, and then an old school looking hack squat on wheels. Guys, this is just a fantastic gym to check out. If you're ever driving through New Mexico from Albuquerque to Arizona, or from Arizona back to Albuquerque, stop in Grants, New Mexico. Check them out. T-Bones Gym. We got your calf raises over here, donkey calf raise, standing calf raise, and then a brand new Cybex shoulder press, it looks like. Some more dumbbells on the corner. And that's going to take us into the back area, guys. So we got restrooms back here with the water fountain. You can see we got some towels over here, some bowling pins. They must be bowlers. And then a tanning bed. I don't believe it's a red light tanning bed. It looks like a normal tanning bed. So a little tanning area. You can shut the door, shut the shades, and you got your tanning area. Then I guess this is the locker room area. We got a bench, lockers on the outside of the bathrooms. So just kind of a free-for-all. And then we got two bathrooms. All right, guys' room is over here. And there are no showers, but we have a cool little design in here for the stall. It looks like it was, kind of custom made wood. And so we got one urinal, and we got one stall over here. Nice little American flag looking thing. And then nice little ambiance to the bathroom. Nothing crazy. Again, you got what you need, toilet and a urinal, no shower. And then we'll just take a look in the women's room since there's nobody else in the gym right now. And it's pretty much the same. They got two sinks and they have two stalls. It looks like 1 and 2. Yep. So there you guys have it. These are the restrooms. Trust in the Lord, as the bathroom says. These are the restrooms. And then the back area is going to be more of their cardio and functional training. So we got your treadmills right up front, you got your ellipticals in the row behind, and then it looks like we got our bikes in the third row behind that. We got some pieces over here on the wall. It looks like they have spin bikes. They probably do classes and just put the bikes over in the storage. An interesting piece right there that I've not seen before. And then again, we have the class kind of bars over there in the back. We got an open layout for some benches. I'm assuming they'd set up their bikes in front of the mirror over here. So we got bikes over to the left. We got some rolling pads, it looked like, stacked up. A little squat area over here. You can do squat bench, you can do hip thrusts, whatever you need. A sled. You got your farmer's walk carry logs over here loaded up with the plates that you can do. And then your old school weights right here. We got some monkey bars, TRXs, nice turf. And then again, we got those stacked pads right over here on the left hand side. And then we have some med balls. We got their logo back here hanging up, probably in front of the garage door. And then we got some functional stuff, your med balls, your yoga blocks, your cones, your ab wheels, some rollers, stability, and jump boxes. All right, stair stepper and your matrix kind of stepper piece over here. So that is the back side area of T-Bone's gym. We got some abs, it looks like, right over here, and your hyperextension for your back. So this gym, guys, super unique. It looks much bigger on the inside than it did on the outside. And again, you can see the floor. There's no gym floor per se. It's carpet. They have a couple gym mats over there on the right-hand side and maybe the left-hand side as well. But this is an old school feel. I came at an odd time. That's why there's nobody else here. But it does get a little bit busy in the evening, she said. But yeah, T-Bone's Gym, check them out. Grants, New Mexico. We are satisfied, fully satisfied with this gym.